Hello friends, I'm Shashi Sharma again from SS English Learning Center. Today I will read out another story. The title of the story is Different Shades of Rain. Rain is one of the most beautiful gifts of nature. Rain brings inspiration. Rain is not just a million drops of water recycled for thousands of years. It's a billion memories, bitter or sweet, small or great, or all still unforgettable. When we were small, rainy days were the best ways, jumping in puddles, playing in the mud, floating our lovely paper boats, etc. There is something confronting about listening to the live music of the rain. The tiny droplets pitter-patter on the window turns into a beautiful melody. The refreshing smell of soil after rain makes you crazy. The green patches of farms call you to thank God for bestowing blessings upon us in the form of beautiful nature. But sometimes in wrath makes you sad and depressed, especially when you have lost someone near or dear to you. A long time back, I used to live with my family in a beautiful valley in Uttarakhand. The valley offers breathtaking views of flowers, towering hills, landscapes, enthralling waterfalls, magnificent lakes, bird watching, etc. Ours was a small, peaceful, and less traveled village in a very remote area. Everyone knew each other by name, as the valley was surrounded by huge forests near a wide natural lake. I remembered that in the village, small children used to play hide and seek in the forest, climbing the trees, plucking ripe peaches, singing, dancing together during the rainy season. For hours, we used to bathe in the rain. Those were the days when I loved to play every day with a boy who lived in our neighborhood. We had a big group of friends, but both of us had a great bond as we both were of the same age. Even our parents never objected to our pure relationship as we were very young. During the rainy season, when the sky was dark and the clouds were grey, the whispering of the cool breeze and the tinkling sounds of raindrops came to our ears as the first pearls of rain dropped down into the leaves. Now, this motivated us to go towards the lake. We would watch the small streamlets coming down from the hills, bringing water into the dry natural lake, and we used to sail our paper boats there. Years passed and our liking turned to love. Both of us were confused and wondered whether it was sheer attraction between us or a ray of love had sparked in our hearts. We could not cherish the beauty of the valley together anymore. As we had now grown up, restrictions were imposed on us, but nothing could stop us from meeting during the rainy season. We used to play hide and seek with our families and used to meet at our lakes. No one knew about our secret meeting place. One day it was raining cats and dogs. I thought of not going to the lake, though it was just 4 o'clock in the evening. The dark clouds, the thunder, and the lightning scared me. Somehow I was reluctant to go, as my sixth sense was stopping me and was making me feel that I was going to lose something. But his repeated requests made me go near the lake. We sat on a high rock in the middle of the lake, as there was a little water there. We shared our childhood memories, laughing and playing together in the water. We were so engrossed in ourselves that we did not realize that the water was rising in the lake. I shrieked when a strong current touched my feet. It was time to run for safety. I was not a swimmer, so he held my hand and pushed me quickly towards the bank of the lake. On reaching there, I was able to hold on to the branch of a tree. I was able to do that. And I tried to pull him out, but the strong current became so strong that though he was a good swimmer, he was unable to hold his balance. Within a few seconds, he was swept away from me, struggling against the strong currents. I cried aloud as I felt that my life was slipping away from me. I could not help him as he was helplessly floating about along with the current. It grew dark and I had to return home. I hid my tears and said goodbye to him. I prayed for him to rest in peace. I came back home and made my excuse. I wanted to be alone. I couched in my bed, held my head into the pillow and cried. The scene was like a nightmare for me. Next morning, his body was found by a farmer of our village. The laughter of the village turned into mourning at his sudden death. I was quietly watching all this. No one knew what had happened the previous night. I hid all the moments of in the coffin of my memories. I could not gather the strength to open my mouth. A few days later, after the cremation, everything was quiet. But in the deep ocean of my heart, I was fighting with myself. I used to go every day to the lake without anyone's knowledge to pay my tribute to him, not just for saving my life, but for the lovely time he had spent with me. Those moments give me some solace. Yet, I felt as though my body was without a soul. Days passed, years passed, and I got married. I nurtured my family with great care and love. But during the rainy season, my nightmares came along. Alive. I wanted to get away from this as it might affect my family life. To the end, I started playing with my kids in small puddles like I used to do with him. It gave me some happy moments. I somehow found his reflection in my child. The same behavior and the same tone of his voice was noticed by me. One night, I dreamt he was conveying a message to me that he was still with me in the form of my son, as he wanted to be with me throughout. I got up and I was panting. I was confused. Was this a dream or reality? I looked at my son, who was sleeping next to me. He was awake. He held my hand and said that he would always be with me, so I should not get scared. I felt that same last touch of his when he held my hand to save me. I hugged my son, and from that very day, my nightmares vanished.